Good morning, everyone. My name is George Kosch. I'm the CEO of Worldprofit, in business for 26 and a half, maybe a little more than that, years. It is the 12th of June. We are having a blockbuster month, incredible sales again, as the last few months have been. So welcome, everyone. A little bit about myself before we start. My background is in the Canadian military. I was a pilot. I taught people how to fly on the jet trainers out in Saskatchewan, and I went to the military college to get a degree and all of that good stuff. I think I took one course in computer engineering in third year. Didn't like it very much. It was mainframe computers. Programming was, well, for those of you who were back in that day, programming wasn't a big deal. It was more just number crunching. Anyways, nowadays I am a software engineer with no formal training, self-taught, but I am a website programmer and enjoyed creating the Worldprofit website and member area and everything like that. So if you are a new member, welcome, and most of you probably are who are watching this. The key to the whole thing is just getting onto and staying on lesson number 3 until you've watched the first couple of videos on the training page, and more importantly, you've done the videos, meaning you've signed up for at least a few of the sites listed under the top 20 traffic streams. You've used the ads. You can use the first ad if you want under ad examples. And you've done the promotion, and you verified the promotion in your ad tracker. Don't leave lesson 3 until you've done that consistently for at least a couple of weeks. You've got to do the promotion. Can you play around with your website after you do your promotion? Of course, you can do anything you want in the member area. There are lessons there that cover almost everything that you can imagine. But it is important to get the promotion started. And more importantly, to understand that you need to build a list of people that sign up through these landing pages under you as associates in order to get your business started. A business doesn't start without associates signing up under you. It's simple as that. And if I forget about Worldprofit and say, okay, well, how about your program that you're in? It's the same thing. You don't want to just sign people up into your program because when they do that, they might not upgrade. And guess who gets all those leads? Whoever owns that program, that affiliate site. The reason we're different is because we put the associates in your prospect manager. You have a copy of them, and you can contact them, email them, phone them, do anything you want, and you can introduce them to all of your programs that way. That's the reason that we're so popular online, because you generate associates using the landing pages, and you can send those associates information on anything that you're involved with. Okay, so that's a very powerful thing. We have autoresponders. We have all kinds of different services and products that as you grow and you start to understand this, you will say, do you have this? And we'll say, yes, we do. We have a landing page builder, squeeze page builder, autoresponder system. We have all of that. And just like Dave Johnson is saying, the money is in the list. You are on our list as an associate, and you upgraded as a result of us not saying to you, do you ever remember anybody sending you a promotion in a Safelist saying sign up as a silver member with Worldprofit? No. What we do is we send out get a free ebook, get free credits, get a visitor's account, all of those good things. Then when you're in our member area, that's when we approach you about upgrading and getting everything. So the proof of the program is you. You came here as a result of exactly what I just said. Okay, so that's great. I think we stand out for this. Our support is 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. We're always on support. I think that I agree with what Dave says. The money is in the list, but the success is in the support. You will not be successful unless there's good support, and the support has to be available as if the support staff were doing the job that you're doing. And I can assure you that Sandy, Hunter, and myself do exactly what you do every single day. Okay, so imagine, say that you joined a company and it was about list building, and you send in a support ticket, and the person answering the support had no idea about the business model. They knew about the software. They'll say, oh, the autoresponder, this and that, but they don't do the business. That's not the way we do support. So our support is far superior because of that. We're out there in the field too, and we've done this for, like I said, over 2.5 decades, which is incredible. If you are using Yahoo, especially Yahoo, get a Gmail account and switch to it. Okay, and let me just show you how to switch to Gmail in your member area. I'm just going to I'm going to go to my main member area, and I'm going to scroll down on this left menu here. See where it says account and support, and then it says account details. It's the first one. You can update your email address by clicking this button here, update your information. Okay, and that's where you can go and you click it. And there's two areas of concern. The customer area, this is the private area where your information only staff sees that. This is your dealer area. So I highly recommend the email address you put into both of these spaces is a Gmail account, not Yahoo, because Yahoo doesn't like when we, for example, this area here, Worldprofit customer details, that's where we send your renewal notices to. That's where, anything of concern regarding billing or anything goes to that address. If it's Yahoo, you might get it, but you might not. If it's Gmail, you'll get it. Same thing with your dealer area, your member area. This is your member area down here. So make sure you do these. As soon as you save the changes, it goes to support. We verify it, make sure it's all good, and then we approve it. You'll get an email saying updated. The best thing you can do in this after that is log out of the member area using the log off button here way down on that left menu or on the top menu, and then log back in. Everything will update. Okay, so that's a very minor thing, but it is important. As you're going through and promoting, I'm not going to talk about this too much because that's what today's topics are. I'm going to talk to you today about what are affiliate URLs and websites. What are Safelists and exchanges? Like, what exactly are they? How to create and or use ad copy. Like, what is ad copy? What's an email message that you would send to one of these places and why? And then how to post and email your ads. That's a very important thing, right? You need to know how to post and email ads. And I'm going to talk to you about what an associate is. And, if they make a purchase, do you get any money for that? Like, say they buy an advertising, package. Do you get commission? That kind of thing. So if there aren't any questions, I'm going to, and if you do have questions, just type them in. And I'm kind of, you can see my eyes scanning back and forth. I'll help you out with that as I get time. Dave says, does my name show up as David on the top sellers and Dave on the top promotion? I prefer Dave. Again, go into that area and update your dealer or your member information. That'd be the bottom section, and whatever you have in there, that'll show up. Okay. What is an affiliate URL? What is a website, affiliate website? Well, let's talk about that. When a company creates a website, like, let's just call this company XYZ. This is company XYZ. They have a menu on the top, tells you about the products, right? It says, products, about us, that kind of stuff, right? Just like Worldprofit, anything. And they have the footer area here where they tell you about, contact us and everything. And then they have the product here. Okay, that's simple enough, right? That's a website with a product on it. What these companies do, including Worldprofit, is we create another page called a lead page, an opt-in page, a landing page, squeeze page. They're all the same. Opt-in is the same page as a squeeze page, is the same page as a landing page. Landing pages can be more detailed than a simple opt-in. which makes sense. But they all share the same purpose, to generate leads. And what they do is they make it so that this page here, we just call it the squeeze or opt-in page. Okay, so the opt-in page is a secret page. It's got special powers. In other words, when you join this company, they give you a version of this page with an ID or something. Okay, so you get, xyz.com, and then they put a slash at the end, and then a question mark, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever your number is with them. Okay? And then they say to you, take this URL and just send it everywhere. And what happens is people opt in to find out about the product, and then they go from there. That's an affiliate program. You then, if somebody upgrades in this company, you might get 20% commission, 30, or whatever you get. That's the model that we started, I think. I think we actually started this model on the entire internet. I'd like to find somebody that could say we didn't. So if you want, you'll have to go back to 1994 and find a company, and I'm being serious here, find a company that did this before us. I don't think you'll find one. We were ahead of everybody. So the reason this works is because you don't have to support the product you're selling, and you don't have to do any work except to promote. The other thing is you could be in 10 of these programs at the same time and just promote all these different links. The downside to all of this is you're generating leads through the opt-in pages for these companies. Do you have control over those leads? In other words, does this company say, oh, it's okay to send, product info out for your other stuff? So what we did was we went above all this, and we said, we're going to create a system where we're going to support these 10 sites that you're in by saying, listen, as people opt into Worldprofit, we're going to give you that list. We're going to give you the prospect manager, which is a big tool, and you can use it for whatever you want. You can send them any information you want. You can send them mailings, anything. Okay, so that's why we're doing so well, and we'll continue to do because we embrace this. This is a great thing. Okay. Plus, we have a lot of advertising packages. But this is the model that I think you need to understand before you go, is that the money happens when people sign up for these opt-in pages, not when you send them to the company website. If you send them to this website, you won't make any money, you won't generate a list, it won't work, because there's too much here. And that gets me into, what is a safe list and an exchange? What are they? Well, simply put, a safe list started out, and we created one of the first sort of designs of a safe list. People would sign up onto the safe list, and you go to a website, and you all know this, you sign up. Okay, so this is the safe list. Let's call it a traffic exchange too, because they're really very close nowadays. Traffic exchanges do send mail out and credit links and all that good stuff. But the bottom line is, a safe list, the reason it was called that is because you sign up, put your name in and your email, and you go on a list. Here, big long list. So you become a member of said safe list. And you are able to send out messages to this list because they've all said, yes, it's okay to send me ads. Imagine that. You sign up for a list and it says, I would like to receive ads. Now, why would anyone do that? Right? Well, when the ad arrives, so let's pretend this is this person here. Let's call this person A on the list. Receives an email. And in the email, it has a subject and a message and a link to click on. And if you click on this link, you go to whatever page they're sending you to. But when you do click on that link, you get 100, let's just say, credits. And you get those credits by staying on the page that you go to for, say, 10 seconds. Okay, so there's a timer on it to verify you, that you're human. Okay, so they click on this link, they get 100 credits, and guess what those credits are for? They're so that they can email the list. They'd be able to email 100 people on this list. And so they're going to click on a lot of these to see what's going on to earn their credits. But you do have a chance, a 10-second chance, that they might sign up for this. Because we're all window shoppers. We're always looking for the next great thing, especially if it's free. For example, say that this page is an ebook, and it's an ebook about putting tips for golf, or top football games ever played. Here's the links, or 50,000 free visitor account. So if you make this page here really good, you'll get a lot of people opting in to whatever program that you're in. Does that make sense? And the reason people keep clicking these things is to earn credit so they can email the list. This list might be 10,000 people. So you say to yourself, geez, if there's 10,000 people and I earn 100 credits, I want to earn more credits. And say they only give you 20 credits. These credits are important because when you send out, purchase a solo ad on a Safelist, they might give people 500 credits for clicking on that solo ad. So that's the incentive for solo ads as opposed to just regular mailer ads. Traffic exchanges are a little different. They send out messages too that you click on and you receive, but not as many as a Safelist. What they do is they post an ad at the site and you click a thing called a surf button. Let's just call it SU for surf. Surf, I'll spell it out. And when you click that button, pages just come up and there's a timer. And as soon as you stay the 10 seconds, it says, verify who you are, and then would you like to see another ad? And you go, sure, I'd like to keep surfing. That's the concept of the surf, because all you got to do is say next ad, next ad, next ad. Whereas when the Safelist mailing goes out, you only see the one ad. You have to go back to your email box to get more ads. So it's a little more cumbersome to check your email and get those ads. You have to wait. It's like, I want another ad. Oh, there's one. Click on it. But in a traffic exchange, it's a lot easier to earn credits because you could sit there watching TV. And that's how I did it. When I first signed up for my very first traffic exchange, 12, 13 years ago, or longer. Oh boy. Yeah, a lot longer than that. Whatever. Decades ago. I would sit there and watch TV and surf ads because I was trying to understand why one of our top people were making tons of sales. And they weren't selling from the Safelist, because you remember I told you we sent out emails, opt-ins, to sign up for our free associate program. So this dealer, this member, was getting all of these people signing up, constant, like 20 a day. And I said, how are you doing that? And he said, I use this traffic exchange. I said, well, I got to try that. Because he was converting those associates into sales. They were coming in as associates and upgrading just like you folks did. But I thought, this is really cool. And that's what started this whole thing. And then the Safelist thing came along. Same thing, lots of mailings and then spam folders and all this stuff. And then Google came along and said, look, if you want to receive email, just whitelist it. No problem. So the bottom line is this stuff works. And the biggest misnomer, there are two big things that people don't get. Number one, and this is huge, everybody's just signing up to send their ads out. You're absolutely right, but you're missing one thing. Window shoppers. They're always looking. Free ebooks, free. If this is free and not cluttered, meaning it's a landing page, you win. If you send the website, you will lose. Nobody will sign up. There's too many things to look at. In 10 seconds, they're going to read the first few lines, and then they're going to fill out the form. If you get a menu and a this and a footer and a that, it's gone. Waste of time. You're not going to get it. And that's why people don't like these, or they used to not like them. They like them now. The second big problem is, just like I said, they're running the wrong page. They're running a website. No, that one doesn't work. You have to run an opt-in page, squeeze page, landing page, something super simple. So Nathaniel says, when is it okay to put your URL in the body of an email? When they don't give you a URL box. Like, for example, Herculist. When you do a mailing through Herculist, some of them don't have an opt-in box, like a URL box. That's when you just want to put in the ad. Okay. Can you put multiple URLs in your ad? That's another one. No, I would just put the one URL that I want people to click on. And if there is a URL box, then absolutely put in only that URL, and in the body of the message, keep it short. And I'm going to talk to you about ads. Keep it short, sweet, punchy. Okay, that's the secret to that. Okay, these do work. There are thousands of them, and they do work. Creating and using ad copy. Well, let's talk about that by going to under training here, under ad examples. What is an ad? Well, an ad is something with three parts. Okay, there are three parts to any ad: a subject, a message, and a URL. If you're in a traffic exchange and they say to you, we need a title only, like a subject, and we need a URL, well, you take the subject and the URL. If it doesn't fit, say, you put that big long thing in there and it doesn't work, well, then why not just say, special free offer for you, 50,000 visitors. If that won't fit, 50,000 visitors delivered to any website. Okay? You lead with the benefits. You want it to be geared towards them. The worst ads to run are, we're huge, we're a massive company, we're making millions. What's that? Or, you will make $1,000 a day. Really? What's that say? You're not explaining anything. You have to tell people the benefit in that subject line. What do they get? And don't say $100 a day. That's so old. That's tired, right? Oh, you're going to make $1 million without breathing out or something. It's so stupid. You can lead with questions too. But if you look at what we have here, what do top marketers get? Where do top marketers get trusted advertising? I wonder where. So they click on the link. Okay, do you see how these work? What does every affiliate marketer need? People will click on that because they'll say, I don't know. Let's see what these people say. 5 top things, 18 streams of income. See how these ads are good? These are good modern ad designs that you can use to just say to yourself, if you're creating an ad, you may use any of this copy. You don't have to use it as is. These are guidelines. Okay? So short, to the point, URL only. Don't put 6 URLs in there. Don't put them in the body of the message either when you're using a Safelist. Okay? If you're saying right now, this guy's going too fast for this training. This is crazy. He's lost me. Don't be lost. Start training here, or click on training on your top classic menu. There's 2 videos right there. The first, second one right here. You can get a review of everything that I'm saying. Or you can, of course, watch this boot camp again and just rewind it. This video. And I'll take you through everything I'm telling you right now. All right. So when you want to create ads, this is where you start. Okay. So Mark says, some websites allow me to enter any URL multiple times, offers only one time. Should I repeat my URLs when you can? If you want to, absolutely. There's nothing. If they're allowing it, it's like our diamond rotator. When you go into our diamond rotator, the 5, you can put all the same ones in there if you want. It's totally up to you. You'll just get more visits to it. Okay? How to post and email your ads. This is covered in that first video. However, I'm just going to go to a traffic exchange right now, so you bear with me on my other page here. I'm just going to pull it up. And let me go to, I'll just go to Ultimate here for a sec. Pull up my name. And there we go. Let's log in here. So I'm just bringing this over. This is just me logging into Ultimate Safelist Exchange, which is a traffic exchange. And all of these are the same, meaning every traffic exchange, every Safelist, they all share an ability to post your ads and send your ads. So how do you set up ads? How do you post them? Well, number one, you click on Set Up Ads. You'll always receive free credits when you sign up. They want you to have a sample so you can kick the tires, right? You get in there and it says, if you sign up, you get 500 credits or 1,000 credits. So you go into your setup ads area and there will always be banner ads, text ads, and just full page surf ads, that kind of thing. No matter what, if you go for your ad, like this is the same as sending to a Safelist, you would click and it will always show you your options. It'll say this is what we need for you to send a message out. We need a subject, an ad body, and a URL. And those are right here under your ad examples. And like I said, if something is too long and it won't fit, I know the URLs will fit. URLs always fit. But if this is too big, you can just trim it. Okay, there's all kinds of things that you can do. You can say 50,000 visitors to any website, special free offer for 50,000 visitors, that kind of thing. Okay? A big question that I get, and this is so common, is I put my ad in, I put my banner in, right here, for example. I put my banner in here. Okay, and I only got 5 views in a week. And I will always come back and say, well, that's good. Imagine this. Say that you signed up for 5 sites and you put in 1 banner at each of the 5 sites, and they each got, say, between 5 and 10 views. Well, that's 25 views now. Oh, well, say you sign up for 10 sites. That's 50 views. My point being, the idea of using these sites is not to just put in a few ads and then that's it. The idea is to join as many sites as you can handle. If you can join 10 of them, and again, you need to use Gmail because you'll have a lot of email and you'll have to check your email a lot and clear it. You're going to get more views and more clicks. It's always about the numbers. We have some members that are in 500. I know, that's a lot of work. I don't want you to join 500. This guy's an anomaly. Howard Martell. He's one of our top people, but he's in about 500 of these things. Well, guess what? He gets a lot of clicks, he gets a lot of leads, he gets a lot of signups. And of course, he makes money. Okay? So if the URL is placed in the body is the same as the one, no, because you see, you are harmed. Reason? Let me explain. What will happen to you if you do that is when you send out your ad, this is the URL here that they get credits for clicking. If they click this special programmed in, that's all done by the Safelist, they click this URL, they get 100 credits. If you put a URL in the body of the message that's the same as this one, they'll click it and it's not coded to give the 100 credits. Do you know how fast they're going to leave that site? And you'll never ever have them come back to you again. Okay? You absolutely must only put the URL in to the credit area, the area that they specify to. Okay? That's the reason that you just don't want to litter the thing, and you're begging too, right? That means you're begging. Like, well, please click my link, I'll give you anything, you know, well, except for the 100 credits. So it won't work. Okay, so be careful with that. All right? So these sites all share the same common sort of thing. You can send ads and you can place ads in here, and it's fun. It is good. You'll get a thing going. Now, here's a good question for you. So I want to set up my ad and I want to send my solo ad out. Remember I said I'd get back to that slide that I skipped with the tools? So somebody says to you, you want to send out a solo ad. Okay. So you click on the solo link, comes up, and then it says, well, I need a subject and a message and a URL. Well, where is that? Well, let me go back to the member area. Over here. Where were those ads again? Oh yeah, I gotta go to add examples, ads. There they are. Okay, so that took what, 2 minutes? No, which ad do I run? Oh, I run this one. So the problem with this is it becomes really, really mundane, right? You're like copy, paste, copy, paste. Does that make sense? Yeah, a lot of work, isn't it? So what I recommend is you consider going to a place called Cool Tools and get yourself a copy of this program here called JitBit Auto Text if you're on Windows machine. And there is another one down here. I think I put it in for somebody else called Text Expander. What it does is it allows you to save these ads as smaller letters. For example, so say I say SS11, do you see how it just turns into a subject? And then I go SS22, and then SS33. So do you see how easy that is now? So if I go in to run my ad, I would go SS11, SS22, SS33. Do you see how easy that is now? So I could have things like AS1, AS2, AS3. And I could just come up with this. You could write it down on a notepad, the short forms. So it becomes easy to run ads. And you know what? After a while, you'll memorize them. You'll know what A, B, X, 1, 2 is. You know what I mean? We all do. We all remember phone numbers. Like I could probably, recite a million different things that I remember. So if you write it down on maybe a spreadsheet, or you come up with a sort of a memory palace of how these things work, you'll do extremely well. One suggestion, somebody said, well, what I do is I use the ad numbers. So when you go to the ad examples, there's numbers here, right? You see how this is ad 66, right? 65. Now you wouldn't make it 65 because you're going to use 65 when you're writing a letter one day, and it's going to go into a big long thing, right? So you want to say maybe 65A, 65B, 65C, or 65 subject. So 65S, 65M, 65U. See, I just made one up there. That would work for me, right? 65. And it's so cool. There's a video there that will help you under Cool Tools. Okay, help you with those things. So that will save you a lot of time posting your ads. All right. Here's a big question, what really is an associate? That's a good question. What is an associate? At Worldprofit, we have 3 memberships, right? We have Platinum VIP, we have Silver, and we have Associate. Okay, so those are the 3 memberships that we have. We only allow an associate to upgrade to silver. And the reason we do that is we want them to know us. They learn about us as an associate because they are a free member. Associates are the result of all the promotion I'm talking about. Promoting the opt-in pages, the squeeze pages, landing pages under ad examples, all the training. Every single thing just says, let's bring associates in. Why? They're free. Can they earn a commission? 5%. We do that because we say, listen, as an associate, we want you to actually participate if you need to. Some of them just upgrade to silver right away, but we want to make sure that they have an ability, of course, without a domain, without tracking, without any of the tools, to promote our URLs. We give them URLs to promote, and they can do so. Okay, but the associate member is free. There are no strings attached. We've had associates for years and years and years. We have over 1 million associates on our list that do log in. Okay, and they do things like place free classified ads. They go to the marketplace and place ads. They purchase advertising but don't upgrade to silver. So what do you get as a silver member? Well, you get 20% when they buy advertising, or 40 if you're a platinum member, plus bonuses for volume sales, etc., etc. But the bottom line is they can purchase advertising. They can't purchase leads. They can purchase the diamond rotator, the gold banner rotator, the affiliate link blaster, that kind of stuff. So advertising. This is our model of how we do it. So Mary says, what is that? I use the locker a lot, but that's nice. It's under Cool Tools, and it's called JitBit. You'll see it there. I think it's about $25. I've never paid more than that for it. Okay. The purpose of, again, associates is they come in for free. You get a copy. You will receive an email, everything. If you're a beginner and you're just starting with Worldprofit, you don't need to do anything. Remember I said I'd talk about that slide? The Live Business Center is our highlight. The Live Business Center has people in it, monitors, that are members, just like you. And they introduce the associate to the silver membership, to the advertising, to the silver presentation video that I did. They go in and they watch it, and then they can enjoy everything that we have free. They can interact and ask questions from the Live Business Center. The very same concept as when you go to a store. A lot of us go to hardware stores. We're looking for something. When's the last time you went into a hardware store and you found what you're looking for? It's almost impossible, right? I need a spring that does this. Well, you go to the person and you say, this is my project. I need a thing that does this. And they say, oh, well, you want to go to aisle 7? Let me take you there. That's what the Live Business Center is for. I'm interested in the diamond rotator. What is that? The monitor will say, well, on the top menu, there's a video under the diamond rotator. If you have any other questions, come back. And if they come back and they say, well, I have a question. How many elephants cross the road when the sun is shining and I put my URL into the diamond rotator? And the monitor will go, you'll need to fill out a sport ticket for that. Sports on the top menu, that kind of thing. And it works. It's fantastic. Worked quite well, actually. Okay, so that's how that works. We are very, very relaxed at Worldprofit. The reason is we have a staff of 40 monitors that voluntarily come up and give their time to do this, to help people. It's people helping people. I'm the CEO of the company, and I don't even know, like if I go up in the Live Business Center, I always let the monitor handle everything because you guys are so good at it, right? And this is what makes success, is when the people that are your affiliates, your members, are running the show. People believe them. They have to. They come into me and, oh, you're the CEO. Of course the company's great. You're the greatest ever. And I'm like, yeah, we are actually. But you know what I'm saying? It helps when it's just monitors. That's why we thank monitors, and we always thank the monitors for such a great job. Okay? Sashin says, how does the Worldprofit unique FastTrack visitors program work? Okay, well, let me explain that to you. This is an easy one to explain. When you go to the top Safelists and exchanges, you know, these top traffic streams, what we do is we've signed, like, for example, Herculist. I run the ad example in Herculist. Let's just use that as an example. And the ad that I run, just hit my refresh here. I run an ad of a landing page. Okay, and it could be this landing page right here, the very first one that you saw. And I don't put an ID on it. So when you go here, say I test this click here, watch. Do you see how there's an ID? Watch this. If I do this, and say I keep refreshing this, I might see another picture come up. If you go into the, right here, when people sign up, I know I'm going click here, but I just want to show you this. Go up here a bit more. Don't worry, I'll get there. Okay, you see how this ID says 44284? So now watch when I refresh. 47959. Well, that's a different ID. That's another member. Let's hit refresh again. 30058. So imagine as visitors come here, every time a visitor comes to this page now, without the ID, there's a hidden one in here. And it's generated because it's a co-op. Everybody who pays for FastTrack has a chance of showing up in here. Now I generate hundreds of thousands of visits, so your number will come up. And if somebody signs up, they go under you. FastTrack is not about promoting your other program. But remember the big benefit of Worldprofit. When people sign up, they go to your prospect manager as well as the associate list. So when you get into things like FastTrack, all the associates that are generated go on the associate list. They become associates, but you also get a copy of them in your prospect manager. So in other words, it's a co-op. Graphics Center, Turn Specialist Making. Yeah, no, and Earl, that's what it's for. The graphics program was specifically designed for you to be unique. That's another thing. Person came, 20 years ago and said, oh, your sites are the same. I said, well, yeah, that was 20 years ago. So we started to create a content management system. And by that I mean when you go into your member area and you click on, website management, we start you off all the same. Everybody gets the same sort of design, right? But as most of you know, you can change the banner at the top, the background image, you can change the menus, you can do a lot. So it makes it unique. The next step was, how about a graphics creator? Say that I want to create my own graphics, my own ebooks, my own covers, and make it super unique. Done. Say I want my own backgrounds. Done. Say I want my own landing pages. I want my own splash page. Landing page builder. Done. I wanted everybody to be unique. Have the ability to grow into whatever you want to grow into. And just like Earl says, I really like the graphics program. Fantastic. Is it necessary to be successful? No, not at all. I don't use the glove. I haven't opened the glove box in my car for years. I don't use it, but it's there, right? I don't use my emergency brake. I haven't. It's down at the foot. I have like a Pathfinder. You press on it with your foot. I've never used it. Do you need to use it? No. But it's there. So it's the same thing as what we try to do. We try to say to people, if you want to have your own graphics, go for it. If you want to have your own backgrounds, if you want to have your own header ads, if you want a right menu, left menu, top, sub, do you want to have your Facebook thing? It's all, we're trying to put it all there. And is it complicated? Not if you take it one step at a time. Honestly, if you just take it slow, go easy, it's not that bad. Okay, and you can always play. You can go new page, and you say, oh, I wonder what this is. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's weird. Oh, opportunities. What's that? Top menu. What's a top menu? And then suddenly you create the page and you go, well, I don't like that. Well, you can delete it. No problem. Okay? There's help video, everything in there. So that's what we've tried to do, is just to make it so that you can do it. As you earn commissions, just as a reminder, you can use those commissions to purchase services if you want, to pay your monthly fee. You do need to use a support ticket to do that, because we have so many different things going on all the time. We want to, you know, if you say, can I use last month's commission, this one, you know, that kind of, oh, it's crazy, right? That's why you say, just fill out a ticket and we'll take care of it. And that's right with Dave. Always go back to this slide here, lesson 3. It's the one that you want to follow as your go-to lesson, lesson 3. Okay. Nathaniel says, a site specifically said, put your URL in the body. Knowing the harm, yes, you comply. Of course you do. Absolutely. If the site says to do that, then do it. You're not doing anything wrong. Okay. Can we use our own custom domains? Yes, David, you can switch anytime you want, no charge. Fill out a support ticket and I'll send you instructions. All you're going to want to do is change the DNS settings. That's all you need to do. So if you have it through Namecheap or GoDaddy, you just have to change the DNS server so it points to our server so I can host it for you. Okay, and I'll send those to you. It takes 5 minutes to switch it over, and then it's under it's your domain name. The reason we do it the way we do is I had this guy write up this massive letter about us. He said, no, they're giving people their own domains and this and that, and they own them. And it's like, yeah, we do. We do. You use our domain as long as you want. We have 25 of them all the time, or 30 of them. But you can switch to your own anytime you want. You won't lose any of your designs. You won't lose any of your graphics. Everything just switches over smoothly. Right? You don't have to worry about it. Now, if you've created a million cloaked links, well, you're going to want to probably do those again. But that's not a big deal, right? You just start over. You can delete them all and start over again if you want, or if you get us early, you do it. Okay? So it's not a big deal. Richard says, go over setting up autoresponder to capture email on a landing page. The best thing to do, Richard, that takes a long time, is go back last week or the week before. Go here. I covered this a lot. I love under training. Do you see where it says start training here? Scroll down the page, and you can probably this one here, May 22nd, May 15th. I go over autoresponders like crazy. Okay, so they're in there. You can also search under. When you go to, Worldprofit Tube, which is, it's easier to just use this advanced menu. Go down here to Worldprofit Tube, and you can search autoresponders, and it'll teach you all about that. Mary Daniel says, I built a landing page with another company. Can I use our landing pages? Yeah, of course. Anything you want. Totally up to you. Earl says, is there any way you can track open emails from the Prospect Manager? No. The best way to do that is if you get Email Commander. Okay, so you go to Prospect Manager. You want to track opens. Click on Email Commander and go through that. those companies that you do your mailings, you use their mail server, they track opens. In other words, let me give you a demo here real quick of my account with SendGrid. This is what we use to send emailing out. Yeah, and you can there. That's what you want to use for tracking. It's too complex to do. It's not something we do. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to track opens. But when you see, like, for example, our mailings, you can see unique opens here. So as you go through, like on the 8th of the month, we sent out, 48,000 that day. So we sent out 48,000 emails. They delivered that many, and there were, unique opens. 3,000 people actually opened those messages. Unique clicks, 291, that kind of thing. Okay, so this is way, way past what we could do. And I said to myself years ago, why do I want to spend too much money on this, right? I'd rather just pay these companies to do it all. There is a cost to use Email Commander past a certain amount of emails. But boy, I'll tell you, it's really worth it. So Michael Ross says, how do we start making money with ClickBank? Again, I love these questions. This is a very good question. As you sign up associates, they go in your prospect manager, right? That's when you can send them links to your favorite products in ClickBank. And you can go into the ClickBank promo kit if you want. And in here, sorry, where are we? Moneymakers, ClickBank promo kit. And you can use this as a guide for products that you like. And you can use these promo ads, and you take this promo ad, for example, this one, just as an example. Okay, you take that ad, you copy it, and then you could go into your prospect manager right here, and you could create what's called a custom letter. Does that make sense? And then you can send that letter with that particular product to your associates as they come in. You can use things like, and I know I'm getting crazy here, there's a lot of stuff though, but you can use the Universal Bonus Builder, for example, to give people a bonus for signing up for a product. You can use the Offer Builder. There's just so many ways that you can make it so that people will buy that product. Okay, that's like offering the bonus. Okay, so that's roughly how I would do it. I can, if you fill out a support ticket, I can send you a stationery that I use that helps people with that question. I have a video and everything I did about it. So if you fill out a support ticket, I'll send it to you. Yeah, Mary, the thing with the prospect manager is that was our first thing that we created. That was number one. That was the very first thing that we created at Worldprofit, period, for the whole company. Because this concept that we came up with, which was let's embrace and become a platform for other affiliate programs. And you had to have a prospect manager. Of course, it was also to organize your associates. It's an organizer, right? We called it a prospect manager because it's a management tool for your prospects. And as an emailer built in, you can tie it into Email Commander, so you can use SendGrid, Turbo Mailer, Mailgun, these things to send out emails. That's what I would recommend, but it depends on your budget too. It's like live site chat. It does cost money for it every month, but if you can afford it, it's pretty good. They give you, I think, 15-day trial, so you can try it without paying. Okay. Let me talk to you about upgrading to our Platinum program. Platinum membership includes the Graphics Studio. Earl loves Graphics Studio. It's part of your upgrade to Platinum. The autoresponder system, ClickBank Superstore, and ClickBank Sales Manager. The advanced ad tracker. Big thing, 40% commissions, and of course you get your bonuses just like you did as a silver member. 18 traffic injections every month. I talked about that last week. So if you look at last week's workshop, find out all about it. I do urge you, if you can, when you have time, to at least watch the last 4 or 5 workshops. You can easily fast forward through the first 15 minutes because I always talk about the same basic thing. Okay? It's easy. Just put the cursor, and start when I get into when it says, today's topics, which takes, 15 minutes. That way you're not watching the same thing. I don't want you to sit there and go, so the ad examples are important and the training is important. Yeah. So just fast forward through it. You don't need to watch it every week. Yeah, that's really good, Dave. That's a very good thing. And don't forget one thing though, Dave. Those 30 associates are still 30 associates. They can buy other things too, and they could upgrade at a later date. That's why our system is so good, because they can come in, they can run ads, they can try, they can try us out. You can offer, I don't know what your timing is like, but you can always send them, when you do these things, when you set up your prospect manager here, a custom letter, always put your Skype address in there, your Zoom URL if you're doing a Zoom, that kind of thing. Give them the ability to connect with you personally. If, like I said, if you can. You don't have to, but you can always do that. Okay, I always turn to our top salesperson, Linda Elzy, and I see what she does. And what she does is she sells upgrades to her. In other words, upgrade because of me. I'm here to help you. You can connect with me in 3 different ways, that kind of thing. People buy from people. They don't buy from companies. They don't buy from bulletin boards. They buy from people, unless, of course, it's soap or toothpaste. They buy that from bulletin boards. But they purchase complex things like this. This is like a business program, right? We're teaching people. They will sign up with their sponsor. And then they'll say, oh, by the way, thanks for helping me out. Okay, so Nathaniel says, once you complete the 18 packages, does it auto-promote? No, you have to do all the work. Yeah, you have to do all the work. It's a job. There's no auto anything other than using these tools to make it easier, like JitBit, RoboForm, Password Organizer, Postbox Email Management. Okay, I love RoboForm because I can do things like this. Say I want to log into my blog, I click a button. Watch what happens. Not doing anything. I'm in my blog now. That's why RoboForm makes it fast. Now, other password programs, they do that, but I love RoboForm because it's just so fast. You saw how I got into SendGrid, right? I just bookmark it and put it on my taskbar here. Most people have their bar along the bottom, but I don't. I just have mine along the left side. Okay? Want to log into anything, it's all here. I don't need, I don't have them all here, but I have the important ones here. So it's great, yeah. But it is work. You will always be promoting. Okay, AVP, always be promoting. And if you're a monitor, ABC, always be closing. All right, so I'm going to sign off. Keep doing what you're doing. There's so much success right now in Worldprofit. I'm really enjoying these workshops where I can help all of you to understand that it is a slow process, but we're not a business opportunity, right? We're a business training program. We provide you a platform. Like what happened here, can I use my own domain? Use it. I'll set it up. There's no charge. I want you to have your own domain name if you want. It's completely up to you. Okay, so everybody have a great weekend. And on the good note, we're getting through this whole thing, you know, with that COVID and everything, and the world's looking better and better. We're going to get our vaccine and all that good stuff. Okay, so everybody take care and have a great weekend.